There once lived a poor man named Adam with his wife Anna in a small village. Their little house was built of mud and straw, with a leaking roof and a weak wooden door that shook when the wind blew. They had very little money, but they never stopped working hard. Adam woke up every morning before sunrise and went out to cut wood or find any small work that could give him a few coins. Anna spent her day cooking, cleaning, and walking long distances to fetch water from the only well in the village. Life was tough, but they both carried hope in their hearts. They had no gold or silver, but they had honesty and love. They told each other often, "One day, if we keep working and keep believing, our lives will change." These words were not just promises, they were their strength, their way of fighting sadness. But their neighbors and the villagers were not kind to them. People looked down on Adam because his clothes were old and his pockets were empty. Some men laughed when they saw him carrying heavy wood on his back, saying, "Look at Adam, always poor, always tired." Anna too suffered. When she went to the well with her clay pot, other women mocked her. They would whisper behind her back, "Why do they even try? Their fate is to be poor forever." The cruel words were like arrows, piercing her heart each day. But Anna kept her head down and said nothing, for she knew answering them would only bring more insults. Still, when she returned home, tears sometimes filled her eyes. Adam would notice her sadness and feel pain deep inside, but instead of anger, he chose calmness. He told her, "Anna, let us not waste time fighting with them. Let us keep our minds on good work." Anna listened to Adam's advice, but the pain of being mocked did not leave her quickly. One evening, after carrying a heavy pot of water back home, she broke down in front of him. "Adam," she cried, "why do people treat us like this? We never harm anyone, yet they always insult us." Adam put down the bundle of sticks he had gathered and sat beside her. He held her hand gently and said, "My dear, the world laughs at the weak, but only for some time. If we keep patience and stay honest, one day even those who mock us will bow their heads." His words gave her strength. She wiped her tears and nodded. "You are right. We must not give up. We must stay strong." That night, as they ate their simple meal of rice and lentils, they promised each other again that no matter how difficult life became, they would continue to work honestly and never lose hope in tomorrow. The next morning, before the sun fully rose, Anna went once again to fetch water. Her feet were tired, but she walked with determination. When she reached the well, something unusual happened. A shiny black car stopped near her. Such cars were rare in the village. A well-dressed man stepped out. He looked rich and powerful, yet his face carried kindness. He walked up to Anna and said politely, "Sister, may I have a little water? I am very thirsty." Anna was surprised. No rich man had ever spoken to her with such respect. She quickly filled a cup with water from her clay pot and handed it to him. The man drank slowly, then smiled. "This water tastes better than anything money can buy," he said warmly. Anna felt shy, but replied softly, "It is from the only well in this village." The man looked at the well and asked more about life in the village. Anna explained to him, "This is the only well we have. In summer it dries and all of us suffer. Many days we walk miles to other villages for water." The man listened carefully and seemed touched by her words. He said, "Life here must be very hard, Yet you share your water without hesitation. That shows your heart is pure." Anna bowed her head politely and said nothing more, but deep inside she felt something unusual. No one had ever valued her kindness before. As the man got into his car again, he looked once more at her and said, "Thank you for your help. I will not forget this moment." Then he drove away, leaving Anna standing near the well with her pot. She did not know why, but she felt as if something important had just happened, though she could not yet understand what it was. That same evening, heavy clouds gathered over the sky. The villagers were happy because the rain would water their fields, but they did not know that the storm would also bring trouble. Rain fell in thick sheets, and the narrow dirt roads turned into rivers of mud. Near the edge of the village, the same rich man who had spoken to Anna earlier tried to drive away in his shiny car. But the wheels sank deep into the wet ground. The more he pressed the accelerator, the deeper the car sank. He stepped out, now helpless in the heavy rain, and called to the villagers for help. But instead of kindness, he only saw folded arms and cold faces. Some laughed, saying, "He is rich, let him solve his own problem." Others said, "Why should we get wet for him? He never helped us." The man looked around, wet and worried, but no one moved forward. Adam, who had been returning from the forest with a heavy bundle of wood, saw the scene from a distance. He put down the wood and rushed toward the car. His clothes quickly got soaked, but he did not care. He said loudly, "Sir, do not worry. I will help you." The rich man looked surprised because this was the first friendly voice he had heard. Adam looked at the car and thought for a moment. Then he found a thick rope, tied it to the car, and began pulling with all his strength. The mud was heavy and the rain kept falling, but Adam did not stop. His feet sank into the ground, his arms trembled, but he pulled again and again. Finally, with one great push, the car came out of the mud. The rich man's eyes filled with relief and respect. He came forward, patted Adam's shoulder, and said, "You saved me. You are not just strong, you are brave." The rich man removed his wet jacket and smiled at Adam. "What is your name?" he asked. "I am Adam," the poor man answered simply. "I am just a woodcutter who works in this village." The man shook his head. "No, Adam, you are much more than that. You are honest, and you are ready to help even when others refuse. People like you are rare." Adam lowered his eyes in shyness, unused to such praise. The man continued, "I own a big company in the city. I need workers who are not only skilled but also honest and brave. Would you like to work for me?" Adam stood in silence for a moment, not sure if he had heard correctly. "Sir, me? I am not educated. I do not know city work." The man laughed gently. "Education can be taught, but loyalty and honesty cannot. I want you." Adam felt his heart beat fast. He nodded slowly, his voice soft but full of hope. "If you trust me, I will not fail you." That night, Adam returned home drenched, carrying the unbelievable news. Anna saw his wet clothes and rushed to him. "What happened? Did you get caught in the storm?" she asked worriedly. Adam smiled and held her hands. "Anna, something strange happened today. The same rich man you gave water to. His car was stuck in the mud. The villagers refused to help, but I pulled it out. And do you know what he said? He wants me to work in his company in the city." Anna froze in shock. Her mouth opened, but no words came out. Then her eyes filled with tears, not of sadness, but of joy. "Adam, is this true? After all our years of struggle, is this the beginning of change?" Adam nodded. "Yes, Anna. He said he trusts me. He will give me work." They hugged each other tightly, their hearts beating with new hope. For the first time, they felt their suffering had meaning. The next morning, the rich man returned to the village in his car, this time shining clean. He stopped at Adam's small house and stepped out. The villagers gathered again, curious and whispering. "Why has he come to Adam's house?" some asked. The man smiled and said to Adam and Anna, "Pack your things. I want you both to come with me. Your new life will start today." Adam looked at Anna and she nodded with tears in her eyes. They quickly gathered their few belongings, a pot, some clothes, a blanket, and Adam's tools. As they stepped into the car, the villagers stared in silence. Some whispered with jealousy, "How is this possible? Adam, the poor woodcutter, living in a rich man's car." Others lowered their heads in regret, remembering how they had refused to help. The car drove away slowly, leaving behind shocked faces and whispers. For Adam and Anna, every turn of the wheel felt like a step away from pain and toward a future they had only dreamed of. When Adam and Anna reached the big city, everything looked new to them. Tall buildings touched the sky, cars rushed everywhere, and lights shone even at night. Anna held Adam's hand tightly, afraid of being lost in the crowd. The rich man guided them kindly and brought them to his company. "Adam," he said, "you will begin with small tasks. Do not worry, I will teach you." On the first day, Adam was given the work of cleaning, carrying files, and arranging chairs for meetings. Many workers laughed at him. They said, "This village man knows nothing. Why has the boss brought him here?" But Adam did not reply. He remembered Anna's words and his own promise to stay calm. He worked silently, carefully finishing every task. His honesty showed even in simple things. He never wasted time, never took what was not his, and never argued. Slowly, some workers began to respect him, while others still mocked. Adam, however, only focused on doing his best. At night, when Adam returned to their small rented room in the city, Anna welcomed him with a smile. She listened to everything he said, even about the mocking. Instead of being upset, she encouraged him. "Adam, do not feel sad if people laugh. Remember the villagers. They laughed too. But see where we are now. This is only the beginning. Keep working with honesty, and your hard work will shine one day." Her words gave him strength. Anna herself was not idle. She went around the neighborhood, meeting women who were also poor. She helped them with small things like cooking or sewing, and gave them advice on saving money. Soon, people began to like her kindness. While Adam worked in the company, Anna slowly built respect in the community. Together they supported each other, both carrying hope like a torch in the dark. Weeks turned into months. The rich man noticed Adam's behavior closely. He saw how Adam never complained, how he always came early and left late, and how he treated everyone politely. One day, he called Adam to his office. "Adam," he said with a smile, "I gave you small tasks, but you have proven your honesty. I will now give you a bigger responsibility." Adam's heart beat fast. He was asked to manage a small team of workers. At first, he felt nervous because he had never led anyone. but he remembered Anna's words and gathered courage. He treated the workers with fairness. If someone made a mistake, he explained kindly instead of shouting. Slowly, his team began to respect him. Even those who once mocked him now came for advice. Adam realized that respect is not demanded. It is earned through patience, honesty, and good behavior. One evening, Adam came home with good news. He told Anna, "The boss has given me a bigger role. I am leading a team now." Anna's eyes filled with tears of happiness. "I knew it, Adam. Hard work always finds its way. I'm proud of you." They sat together, remembering the old days in the village when people insulted them at the well. Now their lives were different, but they did not let pride enter their hearts. Instead, they thanked God for giving them this chance. Anna reminded Adam, "We must never forget where we came from. There are many poor people like us. If one day we are strong, we must help them." Adam agreed with a nod. "Yes, Anna, we will not be like those villagers who refused to help. We will always be kind." Their bond grew even stronger, filled with love, patience, and shared dreams for a brighter tomorrow. Back in the village, news of Adam's progress reached the people. The same villagers who once mocked him now spoke in whispers. "Adam is doing well in the city. He is working for the rich man and climbing higher." Some were jealous, others felt regret. One old man said, "We refused to help that rich man, and now Adam is rising while we stay the same." The women who used to laugh at Anna at the well now lowered their eyes when they remembered her tears. Meanwhile, Adam continued to grow in the company. His boss trusted him so much that he began involving him in bigger decisions. Adam's honesty made the company stronger, and his ideas helped it progress. But Adam never became proud. He still returned home on time, shared everything with Anna, and lived simply. For him, the greatest treasure was not money or position. It was the peace of an honest life with Anna by his side. Adam's work in the company continued to grow. Every day he learned something new. His honesty and patience became an example for everyone. Even those who had once laughed at him now asked for his advice. Adam never forgot his humble beginnings. He treated every worker with kindness, whether they were rich or poor. Anna also kept helping people in the city. She taught poor women to sew, cook, and manage money. She became loved in the neighborhood. Together, Adam and Anna were no longer just surviving, they were thriving. But their happiness was not just about money or respect. It was about the pride of living an honest life and helping others. Their hearts remained pure, and that made their life truly rich. Years passed, and Adam became a respected manager in the company. He earned a good salary, but he never forgot the struggles he faced in the village. Whenever someone poor came for help, he gave them work or advice. Anna continued her small acts of kindness, helping anyone in need. Their home became a place of love and learning. Neighbors who once ignored them now came to seek advice or help. But Adam and Anna never judged them harshly. Instead, they shared their knowledge gently. They remembered the days when villagers mocked them, and they silently promised themselves that they would never make others feel small. Their past suffering had taught them the value of empathy, patience, and kindness. One day, Adam decided to return to their old village. He wanted to see the well, the small house, and the people who once laughed at him. Anna went with him. When the villagers saw them, they were shocked. Adam and Anna were now dressed neatly, confident, and full of peace. Some whispered, "Is this the same poor couple we laughed at?" Others stood silently, regret filling their hearts. Adam smiled gently and said, "We have come to see our old home and friends. Do good work, and life will reward you." He did not boast about his success. Anna also smiled warmly, showing that kindness and love can change everything. Their return was not to show power, but to teach humility and patience. In the company, Adam introduced many new ideas which helped the business grow faster than ever. Employees admired him not only for his intelligence but also for his honesty. Anna's efforts in helping women created a small community of trust and support. Adam and Anna had everything they ever dreamed of: peace, respect, and enough money to live comfortably. Yet, they still lived simply, remembering the struggles of their past. They spent evenings together, talking, laughing, and helping anyone who needed them. Their story became an inspiration for many, that hard work, honesty, and kindness can change even the hardest life. Nothing in life is impossible if the heart stays pure. Finally, Adam and Anna lived happily, not only with wealth and respect, but with peace in their hearts. They never forgot the days of struggle, the cruel villagers, or the long walks to the well. They remembered every small act of patience and honesty that brought them here. Their life was a message to the world: stay honest, stay kind, and never give up, even when people mock or reject you. Adam often said, "Anna, we may have started with nothing, but our hearts had everything we needed." Anna smiled and held his hand. Together they looked at the sun setting over the city and whispered, "Our hard work, love, and honesty have brought us true happiness." And so, Adam and Anna spent their lives helping others, living honestly, and spreading love wherever they went.